Okay, welcome back. So, this is a very short run. It's Ori and the Blind Forest, any percent, no restriction. So basically, finish the game as fast as you can. There is a stupidly amount of glitches in this run. It's insane, and I have nearly not enough time to explain everything that's going on. So I'm gonna go simply. I'm gonna explain basically what's going on, and then we'll see how I can manage. And yeah. Hopefully I end up underestimate. Okay, are you ready on the timer? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. This is the DLC of Ori and the Blind Forest. Ori and the Blind Forest came out about 4 years ago, I think, and then the DLC, which is Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, came out about 2 years ago. And the main thing that is like added to this game is that there are 2 new skills, 2 new optional areas, and then the main thing that we'll be using in this run, which is the ability to teleport between spirit worlds, which are the main save points in this game. So this is the much more interesting part of this run, and this is the main reason why this run is so short, even though the game is quite long. So now we get our first ability, which is Sane or Spirit Flame, which basically lets me shoot 2 enemies. And now that we have that, our next goal is to get Wall Jump, which is the second ability in the game. So we'll go over and do just that. Yeah, I kill a bunch of enemies, which are the tutorial enemies. And now I'm going to wall jump. So there is a thing I need to be careful of, is my EXP, because EXP in this game allows a bunch of things, and most of those things are very important for the glitches I want to do in this category, so I need to be very careful on my EXP. This is one of the spirit wells, by the way. I will need 3 of those in the run. And once I get 2 of those, I can teleport in between them indefinitely. Okay, so now I'm collecting keys that allow me to go through a door, which is coming very soon. There is a little funny glitch you can do with the doors, which I will do right now. Just a little bit. If you put keys into a door, and then save the game, and then die, you can actually go through the door as it's loading. It's called a gold door glitch. It's very funny. It doesn't save that much time, but it's interesting. Okay, now I need to be very careful about my EXP, so I'll just focus for a second. Okay, that was nice. I need a bunch of XP, so I'll take the 3 that dropped out of this slime to be exactly where I want to be. So then when I level up, and when you level up in this game, you have a huge shockwave that destroys everything on the screen. And I want to level up at the point, exactly the point I want to. So now as I jump on this flower, I level up, which kills everything on the screen, and when I come back I don't need to kill all of those things, it's already done. So now with this ability I can level up secondary abilities, and that will be useful for the wall jump tree that's right there. So what I did there is that I triggered the cutscene and then leveled up my first ability with the EXP point I just got. And what that allows me to do once I reload the game is to be able to move during the cutscene, so I basically skip the cutscene. Now our next objective is to go to the spirit tree, which has the second spirit well we need. So we will do just that. Still need to be careful about my EXP, because there is another trick coming up which I need exactly a good amount of XP. Oh god damn it, I almost got that. It's a little tricky jump you can do to get up there easily. Okay, I got it pretty fast anyways without the damage boost, so it's fine. Okay, we're just collecting keys again to open a door. Okay. I think we're good on the XP, so I'm not gonna connect anymore until the next trick. So now we're in this area, which is where the game starts to get hard for casuals. Like, until now we've played the game pretty casually, but it will go pretty insane very fast. So you're wondering, you're 5 minutes into the run, how can I beat the game in 6 more minutes when I'm still not even like a tenth into the game? Well, it's gonna be interesting. Another ghost door there, and I'm heading up to the spirit tree, which is the main like storytelling part of the game, and we can see I have a spirit well, which is the second one I need. And I will need a third one, which is by the Jinzo tree, which is where we will be going next. So we have a bunch of cutscenes now we need to sit through. It's like 1 minute. It's main storytelling of the game, which basically tells you what you need to do to complete the game. Since I have my UI disabled, no text box are appearing, which makes it go by way quicker. Okay, I'm gonna teleport back to my first spiritual, then I'm gonna make a safety save just in case everything goes bad. You know, marathon precautions. It's a bit of lag. Okay. This file. When I was practicing, I deleted the file. I don't wanna do that. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, I need to set up a save anywhere glitch. Okay, so. What this is, I have now a menu on my face, and you're wondering what the heck is going on. So, what I have enabled there is a save anywhere glitch. So, basically, if I try to open and close the menu at the same time, then I'm in the game and in the menu at the same time. So I can move and have the menu opened. That allows me to do the save anywhere. So basically, when I level up an ability in this tree, it saves the game automatically. So that allows me to save basically anywhere I want. And while I do that, I'm doing another... Oh, I didn't have enough health for this. That's interesting. So while I do that, I have another thing I'm doing, which is called that funky walk, which is a huge sequence break in the game. Basically, I'm taking this enemy with me to near a door. That's like supposed to be a shortcut when you come back to another area, but if you take this enemy with you and you level up from its CXP right next to the door, you can actually go through the door early and skip a whole bunch of the game. But you need to do that while having the menu on your face, so it's kind of hard. And then once I'm done with that, I need to go through an area with lots of spikes, and I have 1 health, so it's not done yet. So now I open this door with this enemy, and this is the scary part. I have 1 health now, and there is a lot of things that can kill me, and I cannot even see those things. Okay, 1 more. And we're good. Okay. And now the save anywhere was just to save this just to skip this cutscene right there, so I can get the Jinzo tree without falling down and having to do a bunch of stuff. Okay, so now I have the Jinzo tree key, so I'm gonna head up to the Jinzo tree. Okay, to do that a little bit faster, I'm gonna use a teleport anywhere glitch. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then I'm gonna explain. Wait, what do I need to do? Oh yeah. There. So I'm gonna teleport back. I will die, then teleport, which allows me to move while the teleport is happening, and then if I stand on this log, it will change Ori's angle, which will allow me to teleport in another place I'm supposed to. And now I'm near the Jinzo tree. And this I will do one more time for the final trick of the game, but in a way more crazy way. So I'm not supposed to be going backwards there without double jump, so I have a little jump, a little tricky jump I'm supposed to do there to be able to go back up. Okay, first try. Now when I kill this enemy I should get one level, which is the final level I need. And you can see that I barely leveled up, so the EXP route is very precise. So now I'm just going through Frozen Gumo, and I will skip the cutscene and then open Jinzo tree since I have the key already. So in this cutscene you have two Jinzo trees, once where you're supposed to see it for the first time, but since I have it I can just open the tree directly. Okay, now what I will do is set up a platform to move in a specific way. This is slow, but I'll take it. Okay, so now I will copy this file because incoming is by far the hardest trick in this game. I think, if not one of the hardest, probably maybe the hardest trick of this whole game in any category. So it's basically a teleport anywhere, but which I did before, but it's much harder for a couple of reasons. So I'll try to focus, try to do it. If I get it first try, it's quite impressive. I probably will not. Okay, I jumped too late there, so that's one fail. Let's try again. So what's happening there is that I'm trying to set up my save anywhere to teleport me to the spirit tree. But while I do that, I set up my teleport anywhere so that I can move while it's happening, and I can set up myself on this log that I set up earlier. And then if I unpause the game when the teleport is channeling, exactly at the angle I need, I will be able to teleport to a very neat location. Okay, now I pause the game, everything is stopped except for the platform I started to move up. So we cannot see much in the game, but I'm gonna just focus and try to see the platform that will appear below my menu screen there. And if I unpause the game at the exact frame I need, or a couple of frames, you have a couple of frames to do that, I should be able to teleport to somewhere. It's always later than I think it is, especially when it's that slow. God damn it, that was a little too late. I'm gonna try again. Okay, so what happens there is I teleported too late, so it means that the angle was too horizontal, and I teleported out of bounds. And when I teleport out of bounds, I come back to my latest save point, and my latest save point is where I'm supposed to teleport, so I just end up there. If I teleport too early, you'll see what happens next. What happens, I guess. Okay, second try. Just gonna wait for the platform to come all the way up. You're gonna get different platform speeds. I got a very slow platform, but usually it lets me more time to do the trick. It's also slower. Hopefully I get it this time. So I was a little bit late last time. Let's try to go a little bit earlier. Might be too early. It's not, okay. So now I save as I fall down. Lets me skip the final cutscene of the game, and I'm at the end of the game. Okay, and time is coming up in like 10 seconds. This was, fun fact, this was the fastest way to complete this game until 3 days ago. A new category, oh well, it ended up being a new category, so but basically, okay, so I'm just gonna focus on time there. So, time. Underestimate. So yeah, this was the fastest. The thing is that has been discovered 3 days ago is that there is a new glitch that if you start the game in one life, which is the hardest difficulty in this game, and then you die, and then you somewhat collect the thing. When you die in one life, you let behind you like a little like a grave, and you can collect this grave to gain one ability point. But then there is a glitch with this grave, I'm not sure, I haven't looked into it yet, that lets you like copy the file and then you get all the abilities at the start of the game. I'm not sure how it works, but then it lets you finish the game under 10 minutes. So yeah, but it's finally the community decided to separate this as a new category, like one life plus, instead of being any percent. So this is any percent, no restrictions, but not really no restrictions. So yeah, now we completely skip the story. So basically this owl, which is the bad guy, is dying sad times, and the forest is saved. So yeah, that's all for me. I wanna give a huge shout out to all of the Ori community, which is a huge community. It's been growing so freaking much just past like 2 years, because we have had a couple of old skills tournaments, and there was a lot of people and players, and now Ori is like in the top 5 games most run on Speedrunners.com, I think. So we have a huge community. I haven't been part of the community much lately, but yeah, shout out to all the community. And yeah, thank you for watching. That's all for me. See you another time.